What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Got a couple of quick duels for you guys to check out, including what could be the future of Crystal Beast in our second duel. But before we get to that, we've got Salamangreat facing off against an Invoke version of Dark Lords, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that there are some Invoke cards in this Dark Lord build, and just looking at this Salamangreat hand, it's not very good, to be honest. I mean, if you get hand trapped, you got called by the grave, but that's basically it. This is one thing I used to say a long time with Salamangreats. You never want to open with these two cards because you have a little bit of a conflict of interest. Which one do you want to normal summon? I would probably try to get the Gazelle, but if you do, that means you're just not going to be able to get to Roar or Rage. You're not going to have that defensive card. I mean, maybe you get lucky and you normal summon Foxy and get Gazelle off of that. That actually doesn't change your position at all. Anyways, let's go ahead and roll it. Let's see. Goes for Ladybug. Ogre is going to be called by the grave. That was predictable. And, I mean, you're probably going to search Gazelle. You're going to go for your combo. But again, you're not going to be able to end with, a Rage or a Roar. So you don't have that second level of disruption. Basically, you just have a lot of monsters on field. And the thing about Invoked is, really any Invoked variant, they can easily kill Salamangreats through this board. Because what they'll do is they'll go for Purgatrio, they'll banish your copy of Banelings, and then they use your like tiny monsters against you. So you can see right here is Shell. He doesn't have an Ash Blossom. He is probably going to get hit with the Effect Veiler on the Alistair the Invoked. Fair enough. I would have probably done that too. But he's going to press on, goes for the Alistair Link Monster. By the way, I did not know Alistair Link Monster, it is not a cost, which is actually quite nuts. So anyways, he's going to continue summoning Superbia, going to get Ishel in attack mode. He's going to activate the effect, get Dark Lord Zerato, trade that in for 2 new cards. Then he can summon the invoked Merkaba. And at this point, it pretty much is an OTK guaranteed. He is going to go ahead and go for Nightmare Unicorn. This was a mistake, actually. Not going for Nightmare Unicorn, that's fine, although I don't know if it really mattered, to be honest. But the problem is he's going to get rid of Salamangreat Sanctuary. You don't need to get rid of Sanctuary. If you're going to summon Purgatrio, which Invoked always want to do against Salamangreat, you want your opponent to have as many cards on field as possible, because then your Purgatrio has more attacks. So he actually just reduced his damage by 200 for like no reason. Anyways, doesn't matter. He banished his opponent's copy of Banelings. He can't protect himself, which means he's taken all that damage to the face. Even if he did have Banelings, I'm pretty sure he still would have gotten OTK'd here anyways, because Banelings would have only protected one attack or one monster from attack. He would have still had all of these big beaters, the copy of Unicorn, and then he also has the invoked Merkaba. He would have still had Ishel. There was no way he was going to survive that. Like, that's the difference between like winning and losing versus or when you're playing Salamangreat. It's like you don't have that Roar. That can be the difference between your opponent pushing all of these plays through and killing you, and you being able to like stop their key play or something like that. Anyways, second duel. Crystal Beast, and I feel like, man, at this point I'm just done. If we're gonna put Danger and Crystal Beast and be OTKing people, then at what point do we just say it's time to stop, guys? It's time to stop. Konami, Nightmare Mermaid, Saryuja Skull Dread, Danger Archetype. Biggest problems, and also Guard Dragon LP. Yeah, the biggest problems. Like the 4 cards Konami needs to get rid of. Well, Dangerous is an archetype, but you guys get what I'm saying. So yeah, put Saryuja at 1, ban Mermaid, ban Guard Dragon LP, and then put every Danger monster at 1. Or at least put like the good ones at 1. I mean, I'll settle for that. Anyways, he is going to go for Saryuja Skull Dread. Basic Danger shenanigans, but he is still playing Crystal Beast cards. He's like, Cap, I have not given up on Crystal Beast, even though it's a Danger deck. He's gonna go ahead. He's gonna put those 2 copies of Sapphire Pegasus in the Spell and Trap Zone. You can see what he's digging for, guys. Basically, he's digging for the card his opponent has in his opening hand, the Crystal Abundance, because he already has 4 cards in his back row. He gets the Abundance. He's gonna nuke the entire board, summons all his Pegasus back. Now all he has to do is activate the Danger 2 Chupacabra in his hand, and he has game on board. He is obviously going to do that, summons the Thunderbird, and that is an easy GG, no re. I feel so bad. His opponent was just trying to play Crystal Beast Genzo deck. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that deck does. Like, what does Genzo and Crystal Beast have to do with each other at all? But he ended up feeling the wrath of Crystal Beast himself. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed those short duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.